Hello, in this video we will be looking at Bhagavad Gita Chapter 2 verse 5. As usual, I'll read it out first without the text up and then put the text up on screen. Gurun hatva hi mahanubhavan shreyo bhoktum vaikshyam apiha loke hatvartakamas guru nehaiva Bhunjiya Bhogan Rudhira Pradigdhan. I'll now call it up on the screen for you. Oops. Here we are. I'll call it up with the Romanized script showing. Gurun ahatva hi mahanubhavan shreyo bhoktum bhaikshyam apiha loke hatvartakamastu guru nehaiva Bhunjiya Bhogan Rudhira Pradigdhan. So, Ahatvahi, Gurun Ahatvahi, literally not having killed the gurus, the teachers, the respected ones. This is the absolutive from Han. Let me just call up iPad for you. Here we are. So we have the root Han to originally meant to strike or to hit, and then by extension, and then the more common meaning is to kill. Normally, as you know, the past participle, put the asterisk here to show you, warn you that this is a form that doesn't exist. It would make the past participle hanta, but what happens is that the nasal drops out, so killed, is just hatta. Sorry, my iPad's playing up a bit. Hata. And the same applies when we add the absolutive ending twa. So it's not hantwa, it's hatwa. So hatwa having killed. Normally, the negating prefix a, or before vowel an, same as Greek, and as has come into English as well. Normally, that negating prefix applies to or can be used with a noun or an adjective. Mostly, it doesn't go with verbs. It goes with participles because they count as nouns and or adjectives. But here, hatwa, this is the absolutive form, and you can negate it with an a. So hatwa, han, to kill, hatwa, having killed, ahatwa, not having killed, or in the present phrase, not killing. Or here, instead of killing. So gurun ahatvahi, not having killed, instead of killing, or rather than killing the gurus, mahanubhavan, of great majesty, dignity, anubhava. I've done a note on anubhava in the explanatory lexicon. And essentially the bhava, one's being, anubhava, that which anubhava, that which accompanies or goes with or is in accordance with one's being. Here it's something like, I feel this word as having the force of one's being, one's charisma, one's presence. something of that nature. And in this verse, Mahanubhava, it's a possessive adjective, and it's in the nominative, accusative plural, masculine accusative plural, to agree with gurun, which is the object of the verb ahatva, not killing, instead of killing the gurun, who are of great anubhava, of great majesty, charisma, respect, glory, anything like that, dignity. So instead of killing the gurus who are of great dignity, shreyo, it is better. That's from the word shri, which originally meant light, effulgence, and glory, used both as a noun and as an adjective. Also as a prefix to a name to give respect. Like, in fact, with the word Sri Lanka, a glorious Lanka, um, it makes a comparative adjective, Shreyo, Shreya, which is the neuter form. So Shreyo before the B, the Shreya Bhoktum becomes, of course, Shreyo Bhoktum by Sandhi. It is better to Bhoktum, to enjoy Bhaiksham api iha loke. Bhaiksham api, even alms food, that which is given by way of alms. Api, it's even better. So rather than killing your own gurus, I'd rather beg for food. Is what he's saying, because the idea of begging for his food, of course, is not a very welcome idea for Arjuna, but it's less unwelcome than the idea of killing the gurus, the gurava, the gurus who are mahanubhava, of great anubhava. And iha loke, here in this world. The idea, of course, what's going to happen to him in the next life. There's a hint of that here, that if I kill the gurus, then what's going to happen to me in the next life is going to be so horrible. So I'd rather live on alms food here in this life, spend the rest of this life living on alms food, rather than do the terrible deed and suffer the terrible consequences of killing the gurus. The word bhaikshyam, I've done a detailed note on it. Remember, we've got two roots here. People sometimes confuse them as bhuj and bhaj. They're separate roots, but sometimes they look as if they have a slight semantic overlap. Bhuj means primarily, the basic meaning of it is to enjoy something. Bhaj, the basic meaning of it is to share, divide something up, also to receive a portion of something, equally to give a portion of something. So we have a bhaga is a portion, bhaj bhaga. That's the normal, the j to g, as we so often see in a verb root. We have a verb root ending in a j, and it has a g in the verbal noun form. The common example of this that we all know is the verbal root yuj, meaning to join. Let's give you this yuj, and that makes a verbal noun with guna, of course, guna of the vowel of yoga. So yoga is the verbal noun of yuj, and equally bhuj, to enjoy. Well, exactly the same applies. It makes bhoga, enjoyment, and bhaj, to share, is bhaga. sorry, oops, let me do it. Bhaga, which means a share or a portion, and also it means also in addition, what one has received as one's portion, and by extension, what you've received as your portion in life, like a gift or a blessing. And Bhagavan, um, that's the Bhagavant, nominative Bhagavan, accusative Bhagavantam, same in Sanskrit and Pali, the accusative Bhagavantam, means having a share, having a portion, and by extension means blessed. And this verb bhaj can mean both to receive a share and to give a share out. And this meaning Bhagavan, the idea is blessed. It means you both receiving and giving, as if goodness flows through you. You have received blessings and you pass the blessings on, whether those blessings be spiritual or material. That's what underlines this Bhagava. So bhaj, the root meaning um, is to share. Um, and I've done a note on this that from that root, from the root bhaj, we have a derivative root bhiksh, meaning it's a desiderative, but it's treated by the grammarians as a separate new root. It derives from the primitive root bhaj, so treat bhiksh then as a secondary root, meaning to desire a portion. And that's then by extension, it's come to mean to ask for a portion of what somebody has, and therefore to beg. And it's from that bhikshu root that we get Sanskrit bhikshu, Pali bhikkhu, meaning mendicant, one who begs. And a derivative of that same word, so the bhikshu, Pali bhikkhu is a beggar, and the bhikshya, that which is begged, therefore alms food, what is given to you because you have been there as a beggar, asking for it. So back to this um, line of the Bhagavad Gita. So Shreyo Bhoktum, from Bhuj Bhoga, so I'll share my share a screen share. Bhuj Bhoga, um, infinitive Bhoktum, that's a regular infinitive. So it is better Bhoktum, to enjoy, Bhaikshyam api, even begged food, even alms food, iha loke, iha here in the world. Hatvarta kamanstu kurune haiva bhunjya bhogan rudhira pradigdhan. So hatva, having killed, and here it has the meaning of if I kill. So it's better not to kill. Hatva, better not to kill, or by not rather than kill these gurus. Hatva gurun, for the reasons he gives. Then hatva, having killed, or here you could say if I kill them, if I kill them, artha kaman, artha here has the meaning of wealth, prosperity. Kama is desire, and this is a very common kind of compound. Something kama means desirous of whatever it is. So here's artakama, desirous of wealth, and here it has the meaning of avaricious or greedy. So Hatvarta Kamanstu Guru Nihaiva, he recognizes that these gurus are behaving morally wrongly. They're behaving artakama. They're being greedy for wealth. But he's saying, Hatvarta commands to guru nihaiva. However, to he's effectively saying, look, okay, I know they're greedy for wealth, but even so, if I kill them, Bhunjya Bhogan Rudhira Pradigdhan. Bhunjya is the optative form of this root bhuj. Bhunjya means I would enjoy. That's all I would be able to enjoy. I would enjoy. Bhogan, enjoyments. Bhunjya Bhogan, it's the both words from the same root. Bhunjia, I would enjoy, and bhoga, as I mentioned to you, is the noun from bhuj, so it means an enjoyment. So let me give you back the text again. Here we are. Bhunjia bhogan, I would enjoy enjoyments. How have I translated it here? Yeah, I would consume enjoyments. Rudhira pradigdhan. Rud, get a note on it. Uh, it's the last note I've done here. Rud is from appears to be the root isn't used as a verb root, but it appears to be from an old lost root, rud, meaning to be red, and indeed our English words red and ruddy are from that same etymologically they're from that same origin, and this is the root plus ra, or in some cases the link vowel I, rudhira, meaning red, ruddy. And by extension, it has come to be a noun, a neuter noun, meaning blood, that which is red. So rudhira, originally meaning ruddy, like our English word ruddy or red, and by extension, blood. And if something is rudhira pradigdha, that is blood stained. Now, since I did the version that I posted for you, that many of you will have seen before looking at this video, I have done an additional entry in the explanatory glossary which explains pradigdha. And it's got a funny etymology. There's the root di, originally the idea of the original Daig in Proto-Indo-European means to knead, as in to knead dough or to knead clay, and by extension to fashion or to build something. And as happens with a number of roots with a d or a th, when it came into Latin, it mutated into an F. Our most famous example of that is, of course, dharma, which in Latin becomes firmus. Firmus meaning firm, steady, solid, which we still have that as in, we talk about terra firma, firm ground in English. It's happened with this time with the d becoming a f in Latin, and it makes the Latin word fingo, as in a fingo, fingere, as in a figment of one's imagination, also a figure in the sense of something that is fashioned and molded, figure in the sense of a figurine, a statue, something that is created by the hand. And oddly enough, it's also cognate with the English word dough, as in D-O-U-G-H, because you need the flour and water, you knead it into the dough. And then it also in Sanskrit it came to have the meaning of smearing or anointing. And I'll just come up here. Oops, sorry, no, there we are. So it's a class 2 verb, class 2 parasmaipada verb. So it makes degti, dehti becomes degti by internal santi. So pradegti means to smear, besmear, or anoint, and makes its past participle pradigdha. smeared in this case, or stained. So here what we have is the, call it up again, Bunjia Bhogan. I would literally enjoy enjoyments, Rudhira Pradigdhan, that are blood-stained. So I'll just go through this once more. Ahatvahi, without having killed, or here, instead of killing Gurun, the Gurus, the respected ones, Mahanubhavan, that is Maha Anubhavan, of great Anubhava, of great majesty, charisma, dignity, being worthy of respect, all of those things. Shreyo, so Ahatvahi, rather than killing Shreyo, it is better Bhoktum Bhaikshyam, to enjoy that which is begged, to enjoy alms food. So it is better, and the api even. So it is even better to live off alms food, to live off begged food. So Shriya Bhoktam Bhaikshyam api, that's the force of api. Api iha loke becomes apiha loke. Here, iha loke, here in this world. Hatvarta kamantu gurun iha eva. No, iha eva becomes hoisanti ihaiva. So hatvarta kamantu gurun ihaiva means hatva. Here, literally having killed, but here he hasn't, of course, killed them. He's saying what the consequence would be. So hatva has something like not exactly having killed, but by killing, what the result of killing them would be. So by killing Gurun, the Gurus, Artakamanstu, even though they are greedy or avaricious. So he is acknowledging that they're behaving morally and correctly, but even so, you can't just kill them for that reason, because they're the Gurava, the Gurus. So Hatvarta kamans tu guru nehaiva. Remember this kaman tu, a final n followed by a ta that becomes by sandhi kamans tu, as I've highlighted here. Kamans tu. It separate out kaman tu, and it's just by regular sandhi kamans tu that it nasalizes the vowel and puts in an s before a following th. It's purely Santi. It's no grammatical significance. It's purely phonetic Santi. So Hatvarta Kamastu Guru Nehaiva. So by killing these gurus iha eva, right here, even though they are being greedy, avaricious, Bhunjiya Bhogan, I would enjoy Bhogan, enjoyments, the fruits here, the fruits of what I do, Bhogan, Rudhira Pradigdhan, I would enjoy, meaning only, all I would get to enjoy then is blood-stained enjoyment. So I can refrain from killing them and live off alms food, but that is better than killing them and then enjoying whatever enjoyments I want, but they are stained with blood because it's by killing that I've gained those enjoyments. So I'll read it through once more. Guru nahatva hi mahanubhavan shreyo bhoktum bhaikshyam apihaloke hatvartha kamastu guru nehaiva Bunjia Bhogan Rudhira Pradigdhan. And that's it on this video.